Resizing and adapting digital ads for print purposes can be a tedious and time-consuming task. In this tutorial, I'll show you a workflow that'll make resizing digital ad content a breeze using Adobe InDesign and a web-based ad production tool called Viewst. Follow along as I go over how to resize a single digital ad into multiple versions meant for print using Viewst, and open a merged PDF with all the ads fully editable in InDesign. Let's jump in and I'll share this workflow with you. On my screen, I have an ad design sized 300 by 600 for a fictional e-learning company called Editable. You can see in this ad, I have a main title, the ad copy, call to action button. I also have the logo up top, as well as the main image. In this example, let's assume that I need 2 more size dimensions for a print ad campaign. Now I can certainly add the page dimensions manually here in InDesign, but let me show you how to quickly generate multiple versions in Viewst, export the ads as a PDF, and bring the document back here into InDesign. Let's jump over to Viewst and I'll show you how this works. I'm in the Viewst platform, a production tool to design and export digital ad content at scale. There is a free trial available, so at the very least you can try out this tool and follow along in the tutorial. Now you can see on the right side of the screen the canvas size is set to 300 by 600. Again, I want to create 2 versions for print. To add a size in Viewst, click the Add Size button in the upper left-hand corner of the screen. Here you could choose from preset sizes for desktop, display, social media. However, because these are print-related ads, I want to add a custom size. So if I scroll down a little bit under desktop, there is an area here where we can add a custom size. Now we're going to be adding 2 sizes, one for a quarter page and one for a half page. Let's start with the quarter page. Now this uses pixels as units, and I've already done the conversion here. A quarter page ad is 261 pixels by 342 pixels, so I'll type both of those in. I can hit my tab key and you can see that the ad for the quarter page has been added. If that was the only size I needed, I could click choose one size. However, we'll be adding the dimensions for a half page as well. So again, under custom size, in the width field, I'll type in 270, and in the height field, I'll type in 702. I'll hit my tab key again, and you can see that that adds the 2 sizes here, and they are both selected. I'll go ahead and click choose 2 sizes, and Viewst will readjust and reflow the content to the new ad dimensions accordingly. Now, there may be some minor tweaking and adjusting needed, and you can click on the Edit button over each ad to do those changes individually. So, for example, on the quarter page ad that I've selected, I can click the background image and change the height to 342. Now we'll just use the alignment tools to align the vertical center shape to the canvas. And I'll just pull the image down so we only get the laptop and not the entire person in the image. Then you could just make your adjustments accordingly. Adjust the text frames as you see fit here. You can see that the URL is on the image, so I'll just click on it and then move it up so it's in the background space. And then maybe to add some more space, just decrease the size of the font. You can see here it's 28 points, so I'll just make it something like 24 and extend the frame so it comes out over 2 lines instead of 3. This just creates a little bit more space as you're working. And I could do the same thing here with the ad copy, just adjust it accordingly. And I can select all my content, hold Shift to select all the frames and the grouped elements, and use your alignment tools to align them to the left. And you can see, just like that, with minimal maneuvering, I readjusted the content on this ad. Now for time's sake, I went ahead and readjusted the content already, and you could see that I have all 3 of my ads here that are now ready to be exported. Once the ads are ready for export, I'll click on the download button in the upper right hand corner, and then I'll choose PDF as my output. Next, I'll click download, and that'll take just a few moments to download. This will export 3 different PDF documents, and I'll combine them using a program such as Adobe Acrobat. This way, I can import one single PDF with the ads in InDesign rather than open them individually. Now that the PDF's been downloaded, let's jump back to InDesign, and I'll show you how to open the PDF and convert it to an InDesign document. I'm back in InDesign here, and before I open the merged PDF, let me show you the document. Here it is here, printads.pdf, and if I open it up, you'll see that both of those ads that we created and resized in Viewst are here. Here's the quarter page, and here's the half page ad. Great, now that we have that, we can actually open it in InDesign. To open a PDF in InDesign, make your way up to File and choose Open. Again, I'll open that printads.pdf document. The merged PDF is included in the exercise files if you want to follow along with this tutorial. And I'll click Open. That takes just a few moments to convert the print ads and convert that PDF into an InDesign document. Now, the first thing you'll notice is oftentimes fonts don't carry over in the PDF conversion process. This is a really easy fix. Because we used Montserrat in this ad design, I'll just replace the font here with Montserrat. I'm going to make my way up to Type, and then I'll choose Find Replace Font. You'll see 3 caution warnings here. They're marked T3 Font 0, T3 Font 1, and T3 Font 2. Let's begin with the first caution. That's T3 Font 0. I'm going to replace it with Montserrat. So I'll just type it in, Montserrat. And the font style here will be bold. So I'll choose bold. I'm going to simply click Change All, and you can see that the title has been changed and updated to the proper font. Let's do the same thing with T3 Font 1, which is the ad copy here. I'm simply going to change the font style from bold to regular and change all. And lastly, I'll click on the T3 Font 2, which is the URL text down below. And for this, we'll go back to bold. Change all. When you're clicking Change All, it's not only changing on this page, but it's changing across the entire document. So I've gone ahead and replaced the fonts and updated them with the Montserrat font family. I can click Done. And there still may be some maneuvering and finessing here. You can see some of the text frames are shifted a bit. In some cases, text will be included in the same text frame. For me, that's not a huge issue. I'm pretty happy with how the title and the ad copy looks in this case. I'm just going to remove the extra spacing below, like so. And then with my selection tool, double click the bottom center handle to make that snug to the text. Same goes down below here. I'm going to double click to expand it and then just remove that extra space. This way I can double click the bottom center handle to make that fit nicely. Hold Shift, click the shape, the arrow shape here. And in my alignment tools up top in the control panel, I can align the vertical centers. I can also Command G to group that, and I can move those together. If I click away, press W, that's looking pretty good. I could just move that up a little bit. I can also adjust the image. So I'm just going to double click the top handle here. So the frame fits around the content. Now I can click the content grabber and move the image up a little bit since I have some more space there. So that's looking good. Not much to do there. Let's have a look at the second page, which is the half page size. Now in this case, if I press Command 0 to zoom out, you can see that the image actually shifted in this case. So again, that'll be an easy fix. I'll click on it once, and then I'll click either the top center handle or bottom center handle, double click it, and then I can move the image down below. I can also increase the size a little bit. So in this case, I'll hold Shift, Command, and increase the entire frame. And then I can double click any of the side handles or just bring them in individually to make the frame fit the content. Once again, I'll click the URL, double click to open up that frame a little bit, remove that extra space, go back to my selection tool, double click to make it fit, hold shift, click the shape, and then center the vertical centers. Command G to make that grouped, and then I can move that up like so. You can see in this case the line spacing was shifted a little bit. Let's see if we can fix that. I'll double click to open that up, remove the space. I'll select the content here, the text, and then I'll change the leading or line spacing to about 14. And I think in this example, I can add a return or a soft return to add some space between the main title and the ad copy. Now I can go back to my selection tool, double click that center handle, and it'll look something like this. Again, I could just readjust those frames accordingly, space them out. And you can see when your smart guides are on, this is much easier to do. And so now I have both my quarter page ad as well as my half page ad that I exported from Viewst, which I used as a bridge to resize an original digital ad and convert them into print-based ads. And the super cool thing about using Viewst as a bridge, when you export the PDF, it maintains all the text frames and all the content within the ad, keeping everything editable. Thanks for watching, and I hope you can apply this workflow to resize digital ad content using Viewst as a bridge and opening the fully editable PDF in Adobe InDesign for print production. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more tutorial content and workflows just like this one. If you'd like to learn more about InDesign and ad design, I think you'll like the video below. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.